Hey Gamaki, checking back in for another Comic-Con overview panel. This time we're going to talk about the Archer panel and sort of premiere, if you will, of the Season 3. I'm not sure if it was a premiere or just like a special that they were premiering. Anyways, what is Archer? To start off with, Archer is an animated TV show on FX, done in the same style as like Season 1 of the Venture Brothers Metalocalypse, you know. In other words, it's Flash animation, but it's pretty high quality Flash animation. It's basically a comedy story about a spy, like James Bond, as if played by Charlie Sheen. That's honestly the best way I can describe it. So, I mean, it's getting into its third season. It's a pretty raunchy show. You know, it's violent too, of course, but I mean, it's obviously an adult cartoon. No mistake about it. And the one they were debuting, whether it's a three-parter. They showed the first part at Comic-Con this year. I don't know whether that's, like I said, I don't know if it's Season 3 opening or just a special in-between. Anyways, premieres on September, and what we got to see was sort of like, where the leads off of after the cliffhanger ending of Season 2, where Archer disappears after his fiancée is murdered. Spoilers. Whatever, it's a comedy. So basically the plot involved, his mother who runs the ISS, which is the agency he works for, to hire a hunter, hitman or whatever. Not really a hitman, but hire someone to go get him and find him and bring him back. So she hires Rip Riley Manhunter, who is basically like this very dashing, buff Gregory Peck looking character voiced by Patrick Warburton, which a lot of people seem to love because it meshes well, and I think people have been looking for him to join in on the TV show. So, put it bluntly, it was Archer. It was classic Archer, Rip Riley, is a classic buff, kind of like hero-esque character who he quickly finds Archer when no one else could, and then Archer completely screws up and almost gets himself and Rip Riley killed multiple times in this episode through his own incompetence and idiocy, but he also is after completely fucking something up completely, he's able to save both their asses simultaneously. It's kind of interesting to watch, but everyone from the cast was, there, except Judy Greer, who voices his mother, was not there, but, for the most part, most of the main cast was there, and it was fun to see them banter off each other. John Benjamin is the voice of Archer, and, as you can imagine, John Benjamin actually plays up to his character very well, and actually is very good at going in and out of character during a panel, so, in other words, that makes the Q&A really fun, because he's able to, bounce off the questions as if he were Archer, and, the only interesting question that was asked was everyone's favorite line, which was mostly really quip one-liners. The only one who had a very interesting line was Lana's line, and her voice actress name escapes me for the moment. Shame on me. But to give you an example of how raunchy the show is, Archer tells her in one episode in Season 1, maybe the reason she has relationship trouble is because of her unkempt bush, which she replies with unkempt bush. My labia is as smooth as a veal cutlet. Totally disgusting, but hilarious at the same time. So, other than that, like I said, it wasn't really much of a panel. It was really just, okay, here's part one of this three-part, coming up September, and here's a Q&A with the cast. Other than that, not much else to it. But if you're a fan of Patrick Warburton and maybe some other celebrity cameos that are in the episode, look forward to it in September. It's more of the same, but in a much different scenario, because it's all about Archer being lost in the Pacific. So look forward to that, and we'll see you next time.